So as the world rings in the new year 2025, it brings a mix of hope and uncertainty for those who are living in the conflict zones. So let's take a look as to how people living in these areas celebrated the new year and what they expect from the new year. In Syria, people gathered at a Christmas market in Damascus to welcome the new year with fireworks and also waving of the Syrian flag. Many recorded the event on their phones to mark the significant milestone in the country's history. The celebration comes just weeks after the fighters seized control of Damascus, forcing the former president Bashar al-Assad to flee, ending his family's decades-long rule. Ahead of the celebrations, the armed fighters from the Islamist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, which captured the capital Damascus on the 8th of December, were seen patrolling the streets of Damascus as the residents went shopping for the celebrations.
Because the situation is not stable, the young men of the area are spreading safety in the neighborhood, but there is still some fear. We still have some fear, maybe because we are suppressed with fear and are used to it, so it has not left us yet.
In war-ravaged Gaza, people are hoping for an end to the war that has completely upended their lives. The second winter of this war has worsened the humanitarian catastrophe, with harsh weather conditions destroying homes and worsening the suffering of the people. These are some images from Khan Yunis, where dozens of tattered tents were blown away or flooded by the strong winds and rain, leaving families struggling to repair the damage.
Will the coming new year bring us goodness and peace? Is it possible for everything to change? Or will it be like the previous year, a year that passed and took away martyrs, a year that passed and took away our loved ones, a year that passed and took away our light, a year that passed as we moved from one place to another? Is it possible that this new year will finally bring an end to the war and peace to our lives? Is it possible that this new year will fulfill the hopes of the people and allow us to return to our homes?
Amidst the ongoing conflict, Russian soldiers on the front lines in Ukraine got into festive spirit by decorating their military base for the new year. The decorations included figurines of dead Moroz, the Russian Santa Claus, and Russian flags. The celebratory atmosphere comes as the Russian army made significant gains in eastern Ukraine in recent months. Meanwhile, celebrations were subdued in the Russian capital Moscow as residents and tourists welcomed the new year on the streets of Moscow. For a third consecutive year since the beginning of the offensive against Ukraine, the authorities have cancelled the traditional fireworks display. The Red Square was also fenced off by the police, with the Kremlin wall's illuminations turned down.
For the year 2025, I think we expect peace to come next year, and we have high hopes for it. And I think that probably most Russians have the same hopes as me. This is the most important thing, and the rest, we will be fine.
Amidst the ongoing civil war in a small Catholic church in Port Sudan, hundreds of displaced Sudanese gathered to welcome the new year with prayers and songs. The many held on to the dream of returning back to their homes in 2025, leaving their displacement struggles behind them. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.